السلام عليكم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي القرشي معدن بحر أنوارك ومعدن أسرارك وعين عنايتك ولسان حجتك وخير خلقك وأفضل عبدك وأفضل خلقك عبدك ونبيك الذي ختمت به الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. Welcome back to another session, short session on the Tafsir of alJalalayn, rahmatullah alayhim jami'an. We were just saying before that in the days of Imam al-Mahalli and Suyuti, the method was becoming that they were doing very short and concise summaries of great works of Islam, like a tafsir. And I mentioned as well the beautiful poem mentioned in the beginning of the great Alfiyat al-Iraqi. Al-Imam al-Iraqi, who was a scholar of hadith, and he wrote about 1,003 verses summarizing the entire science of hadith, Mustalah al-Hadith, in which he summarizes the works of his great teacher 300 years before. And he said, نظمتها تبصرة للمبتدئ وتذكرة للمنتهي والمسند. And that's exactly what all of those scholars were doing, is summarizing everything to make it a reference to the scholars and as a help to the beginners. So in going through this tafsir, inshallah, hopefully we ask Allah to help us. What we are doing is going through the entire Quran and understand each word, understand, like they say about these very unusual meanings, gharib al-Quran, and also differentiate. So we'll go through the entire Quran, going through word by word, understanding the unusual words. We'll try and understand who is and what is an-nasikh wal-mansukh, the verses that have been abrogated, and the verses that abrogate other verses. We will understand the structure of certain phrases like al-muqaddam wal-mu'akhar. And this is very interesting in the Quran. This is the first format in the first chapter, a surah of al-Fatiha, the first verse. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. You do we worship, and you do we seek an assistance. We don't say we worship you, we seek your assistance. It's you do we worship, you do we seek an assistance. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ. It's not أَعْبُدُكَ or أَعْبُدُ إِيَّاكَ. So this is very interesting. All of these formats will be, we'll try and look at them. We will also see what is the Makki and the Madani, the surahs that are referred as surahs of Mecca, the surahs of Medina, and what does it mean if a surah which is Mecca has verses that were revealed in Medina and vice versa? What is that? What does that mean? And also some of the special effects of particular grammatical expressions. And we will see something which is very interesting, like it's a revelation. I've never thought of this, but as I'm looking into the tafsir, I realize obviously the Quran was revealed in different qira'at, like the Prophet tells us. 7 of them, but the scholars have agreed that there's 3 that have also been excessively, like they come with a great number or an excessive number of narrations. In other words, there is no doubt, and that is the nature of Quran. There is no doubt in the Quran. Their narrations are excessive. There's 10 forms, there's 10 qira'ats, there's 10 ways of reciting Quran. And the tafsir, some of the scholars have chosen to make the tafsir based on one qira'ah. Others have gone into the details of taking one word and seeing the different qira'ats and giving us the meanings. So that's also very interesting. As Suyuti and Mahalli do go through certain different qira'ats. Also, we will look at the context of the surah, like we said earlier, the number of verses in each surah. And as we go in the Quran, as we go through it, that we traverse through the entire Quran, from the Fatiha to Surah An-Nas, all of this, inshallah, will help us form in our head some form of foundation, some usul of the science of tafsir, so the usul of tafsir. And hopefully this will help us break the misconception. Going through all of this, we will gain a taste of what I've just explained, a taste of these sciences, and hopefully break the misconception that tafsir can only be understood and grasped by a select few. Inshallah, we will all be able to grasp this taste of the science of Quran, of tafsir. صلى الله وسلم على سيدنا ونبينا محمد.